This is your Alaska's news source FastCast for the evening of Monday, August the 7th. We start with the devastating flooding in the southeast that has now left 8 structures off the swollen Mendenhall River condemned. The damage is still being assessed in the aftermath of a glacial dam outburst in Juneau, which resulted in what you see here. Entire buildings going into the water, and the city and borough of Juneau issuing an emergency declaration. This evening, a meeting of the Juneau Assembly and an update directly from the city manager there. Look for the in-depth coverage on the late edition. And Senator Dan Sullivan is speaking on the dispatching of Navy destroyers to the Aleutians after 11 Chinese and Russian vessels were recently identified near the Alaska coast. While officials say there was no direct threat, 4 U.S. Navy warships and an additional aircraft responded. Some say this is just another indication of Alaska's and its largest city's increasing importance in global politics. But you can see the full interview with Senator Sullivan on alaskasnewssource.com. The Alaska Industrial Development and Export Authority losing its court case over what it alleged were improper actions preventing lease activities on the part of the Biden administration. AIDEA claimed federal officials overstepped in suspending lease-related activities in the Section 1002 area of the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. But U.S. District Court Judge Sharon Gleason did not agree and dismissed the case. AIDEA said this evening that it, quote, is disappointed in the recent court decision, adding that, quote, agency decisions must be final at some point and not subject, it says, to politics and the whims of changing administrations. As of last check, the Department of Law said it is reviewing the ruling. The Bureau of Land Management has said it plans to move forward with a new environmental review of leasing in the refuge. And a warning tonight about scams involving Alaskans' permanent fund dividends. The state says some applicants are reporting receiving fraudulent emails demanding updates of some sort to their My Alaska accounts. And you can see the notice from the state here, but know that My Alaska does not email or text unsolicited requests for information such as passwords or account details. The state says anyone who clicked on these emails should update passwords and security questions and answers immediately. And finally, in case you missed it, there's a new resident at the Alaska Sealife Center in Seward, a young Pacific walrus, said to be just a few weeks old, but already weighing in at nearly 200 pounds. You can see the pup here. He arrived in Seward on the 1st of this month after being found around 4 miles inland on the North Slope. Workers in the area spotted the animal and notified authorities, who then flew the walrus hundreds of miles to Seward. Now, the Alaska Sealife Center says that in 25 years of operations, only 10 walruses have ever been taken in. This one said to be suffering from malnutrition, dehydration, a cloudy eye, possibly an infection, but being well taken care of now. And the 1-month-old pup is not currently on view to the public. He looks pretty good here, doesn't he? But he could be once his condition improves. Now, remember that injured or stranded marine mammals in Alaska should be reported to the Stranded Marine Animal Hotline. You also should never pick them up yourself. You can contact the Alaska Marine Animal Hotline at 888-774-SEAL. That's 888-774-7325. That is your Alaska's News Source FastCast for the evening of August the 7th. Stick to alaskasnewssource.com and the free news and weather apps to access content 24/7.